Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we got Tom Gates 7 with 1,145 rating versus hashtag Cartman bruh with 1,149 rating, so it's going to be another high rated DB video, and let's hop right in. So we're going to see Tom Gates 7 win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, so he's going to get to the side. 40 versus 40, gotta love to see it, and he chooses to go second. That's interesting. Opening hand is Virtual World Gate, Chuchi. They changed the names of these cards, which is interesting. I really liked them how they were before. And then Driver, you obviously gotta love seeing this in your hand. Evenly, Imperm, and then Heim. This is not good at all. Like, he can stop his opponent, but then he can't do anything. And then he has Imperm, Crow, Ram, Whiptail, Harpy's Feather Duster. So this is definitely going to come up later on, because this trap is insane versus Zoo. He's going to normal summon Ram. So he's doing the best first turn play that you can do, which is just end on Dryden with a Ram under it. Plays around Gamma, Imperm, and Nib. The most common hand traps. Why would you not do this play? And then pass turn, draws Nib. Then he's just going to pass. Draws Tanky, uses Tanky, add Rat. And then normal Rat, effect. Good thing about this deck is they don't play around evenly. Send combo. Because they just don't have like a negate to put up. Attack for 100. And then summon Zeus. Pass turn, draw Lolo. He's just going to pass turn. Doesn't even want him to think that he has evenly in hand, or he would have said, you know, end of battle, just to like trick the opponent. Even like if he didn't have evenly in hand, I would have done that. Just go like, oh yo, end of battle, and make your opponent think that you have it, so maybe they don't set an extra back row next turn, or commit another monster to board. Could be like the little thing that saves you. Attack for 3k, pass turn. Oh, I changed this for sure. Kowloon. He's gonna change Raiden effect, pop itself, leave Zeus on board. Then that's gonna get hit with Imperm. He's gonna activate, and that's just gonna activate the trap from deck. And then Lolo effect, that's gonna let him send. And then summon. He's going to Crow the spell. That's pretty good. I mean, it's not actually going to be like good here because he has Heim, but... Or actually, wait. This is the... I forgot. This is the only one without that effect. Every other one has that effect. That sucks. Yeah, he's just going to have to normal summon, go on the Vermilion. Then he's going to pop. I mean... That was his only tuner in Grave. If he wanted to, he could have crowed that. So that way he couldn't pop the Zeus, but it doesn't matter. Because he has Whiptail. He's going to combo, put back. I don't know why you would do that like at the end phase. That would make it like a higher chance for you to draw Rat when you just don't want to draw Zoo because you already have Whiptail. Exactly, see? You just don't need a Zoo there. You can use one as like a follow-up. It's gonna Harpy's Feather Duster, yeah, have to out the back row. And the only way you can't, or you can do it otherwise, is like you normal summon, or you have like Whiptail in Grave, you normal summon Ram. Because if this gets popped, you summon back. And if you make Dryden and stuff, then you have Ram effect to protect. It's going to normal summon Rat, use that effect. That's going to dump Thoroughblade. Then goes into Tiger Mortar. He's going to use that effect to equip Thoroughblade. Then equip Whiptail from hand. I hate that play so much. Just because, like, Now you have no Zoo for a follow-up. I just think that plays horrible now. Like, it used to be good because you could do it and then have Broad Bull to search a follow-up, or Broad Bull search the Whiptail or something. But see, now he's full committed into this play to where, like, Dark Hole beats you. Imperm on this, and then beat over it beats you. No way. Okay, so he didn't summon 5 here, right? This is 4 because he went Rat, Borbo, Tiger, Zeus. Alright. Set Ice Dragon's Prison Pass, draws Imperm. He's gonna set Gate, set Imperm. Yeah, I don't think this was worth going for. Like, I think just Dryden's enough, in my opinion. Dryden's really strong. Draws Imperm and like allowing you to have a follow-up. It's just amazing. Attack for 3k. Like, this still isn't bad though. He's gonna use the effect. He's gonna Imperm it. Use the effect again. Then still gets poked for 3k. Set Imperm Pass. Yeah, that's gonna be game. He draws Gamma. So now moving on to the next game. We're going to see Virtual World go second again. That's so interesting because this deck going first almost auto wins. You can set up like Herald before you go into VFD, then you have Trap. Or you can go Ultimate Zolkin to Crystal Wing before you do that. You can also just let yourself get hit with like hand traps or nib, and then Cloud bring back the other Synchro level 9 to make a second VFD plus trap. You pretty much just want to end on VFD plus trap. It's like an auto win. Then he has Evenly, Heim, Kieran, Lolo, and Desires. Or is that not Lulu? Okay, we'll call this Lulu. And he has Judgment, Thoroughblade Book, Tanky, Whiptail. He's gonna have Tanky, add Ram. Normal summon Thoroughblade effect. See, this very, very, very risky. Gamma here is just GG. Draws Ice Dragon's Prison. Make Borbo, Tiger Mortar effect. And then summon Dryden, set Judgment, Ice Dragon's Prison, draw Nib. End of battle evenly, gets hit with Judgment. Then Desires. Banish 10. Hopefully it doesn't banish like multiples. Draws another Kieran and Imperm. I'm actually gonna have to like go over this a few times. So there's one spell, one trap. So he's not down on the spells and traps. He's not down on anything. He hit all singles, which is good. No! He fell for it. The Imperm on Dryden. See, people just don't know. Ram is godly. This card used to be an FTK versus Paleo half the time because they couldn't book a moon your stuff anymore. Or like Dynamiscus banish it. Normal summon. And then Kieran. Send to summon. And then send the trap. It's like a double foolish. It's really good. And then he's going to use Lulu, which is the best. He's going to send the spell, target a monster, add the trap. And then go in the Coral. He's going to pop it on summon, Coral, draw. Not bad, not bad. It's a really good one. He's going to banish to add Gigi. And then get rid of Kieran. He's going to use that. And that's going to send a Qualoon. And then he's going to get Heim to summon itself back. So this is pretty good. He still has Ice Dragon's Prison. And like there's multiple different options. Yeah, so you're not going to do it there, because bring out a Psychic, you can't banish the worm. It's going to go into Vermilion, and then effect pop the back row is going to chain. He's going to bring out the worm. Alright, yes, that way you can just banish. Fair enough, solid 1-for-1. Getting that out of grave and banishing a card on board. He's gonna set and then pass. It's kind of interesting that he didn't pop Dryden then. Just because like the trap doesn't out Dryden. So your opponent's still gonna have Zoos. Draw Whiptail. Make Tiger Mortar. Tiger Mortar effect, get Blade. And then summon out Borbo. Battle phase, attack with that. Yeah, he wanted him to summon it here, but you can just like flip-flop your zones anywhere. You can go from here to there, in the middle, back to over there if you feel like it. And then summon Zeus. Use that effect. He's gonna chain Gate on it. He's just gonna chain Zeus. Set Book of Moon and pass. This card's very underrated. I don't think it should be in a lot of the decks right now, but especially if a deck like Zoo gets more popular, like Book's crazy versus Zoo. He's gonna pass, draw evenly. Goes to main phase. Has good stuff in grave. Just gonna go battle. Why would you do that? He just banishes Zeus. Yeah, it doesn't out anything. It just outs the Zeus. I guess. Can he really not do that much this turn? Because his hand looks like decent enough. I think that was a misplay. Like, you know for a fact they're getting rid of Zeus there. No way they're getting rid of like a live interruption for a non-interruption. Add Heim. And then you just probably get rid of Nib. Yeah, like good Zoo players just play around it every turn to the point to where you can't even use this in a match. Normal summon, Book of Moon on it. Solid. Very solid. Draws Ash. Normal summon Whiptail. Make Borbo. He's gonna attack. He loses 300, but he gets banished. Definitely worth. And he's gonna get that effect. Put back the spell. And then he's gonna summon Zeus. Pass turn. Draw Kowloon. This is Kowloon was a map off of Call of Duty Black Ops 1, right? Well, it's not spelled like this, but it's close. You guys know what I'm talking about if you're an OG fan. So does it add? No. Oh, saying that kind of like. Well, it doesn't mean that you have Ash. You could just be tricking your opponent. For sure. Could just be tricking the opponent just because you say something like that. He's gonna use the spell effect, Banish to negate Zeus, and then Lulu. He's gonna Ash that, which is fair because that card's really nice. And he's gonna use Lolo, which is also just really good because you just send, summon, and then you get the summon back. So yeah, like that's pretty good. He's gonna reduce the level by 3. Go in the cloud. I think if you're not playing this in your list, you're just wrong. Because this card's insane in the deck. He's going to bring back Vermilion. And then he's going to use Vermilion to pop Zeus. And the only thing is that like lower levels can't attack. That's the only restriction of this. Goes into VFD. If you wanted to, like, you could have used the effect to call Light, but that would have played in the like Gamma there. But it would have help play or like around Nib, just so he doesn't get hit with it as hard. But I would have done what he would have done. Game 3, making him go first. This is such a weird matchup. Like, you'd expect Zoo to go first because of how strong they are at going first. You'd expect Virtual Worlds to go first because of how strong they are at going first. It's just insane. Opening hand is the Lulu. Oh, I can't just call him Heim. Dang, you got the Lulu, the Nyan, Desires, Nyan. And then, is that said like Shishi? I feel like it is. And then he has Book, Thoroughblade, Ogre, Book, Crow. Book being good going first or second. Not against this matchup, though. Not really. Desires, Banish 10. Draws Imperm. And Chuchi. Does he banish any multiples? Yeah, so you see 2 Kieran. Alright, so 2 Kieran gone. Then he's going to normal summon and Shishi effect by sending the Qinglong. Then Qinglong effect to add the Lolo. And then get rid of the Nyan. And then Lulu effect. That's going to send the trap, add the spell, summon itself. And then he's going to get 9 effective summon back. So this is obviously just like full combo here. He still has Lolo in hand too. Going to start his charge, get the free draw, draws Nib, which just does nothing in this matchup. I don't know why it's still on the list, to be honest. Like, me personally, I just never play in the Nib unless if I'm like 100% forced to. Summon Croc effect. Like, yesterday I was playtesting and I had a Whiptail in hand, a Tiger Mortar with 2800, and I could have made Dryden over it, but then it played in the Nib, and then I just lost if I did that. So then I didn't play into it, left my board with 0 interruptions and just won. Like, if you play in the Nib, it can really be bad. It's not worth it like 90% of the time. He's gonna send, summon, and then bring back. Like, this is so good. And then, what is this, Sheen? And then make VFD, set trap, imperm, end phase, you're gonna get Shishi, add back the Lulu, passes, draws combo. Kept that in going second, by the way. Like, this card just going second doesn't do anything versus this deck because they have the trap card. And if you can't beat the trap card, you just can't ever start playing. Well, his build can't. He's not playing extenders. Why aren't people playing extenders? Like, I was playtesting Zoo for like an hour and a half. And every game I won, I'm not kidding, every single game I won is strictly because I had an extender. Normal summon Thoroughblade. He's going to use VFD. Gets hit with Ogre. See, now that's interesting. I feel like that's like, you do use Thoroughblade effect there because you're not playing in the Gamma, and Ogre isn't popular enough to like justify playing around right there. So I think right there was like, oh man, you definitely Thoroughblade effect there. Because you just want this card engraved anyways. And you have to draw an extender because you know you just lose to the trap. Summon Dryden. Is he just like... He's just not like popping this card on summon? Or like... I don't get it. Literally no one's playing extenders, so if you just pop it on summon, they have to have Barrage or Pass. He's going to use it on Dryden. He doesn't... Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess you could just wait till the end of it. It's like, he can't just, like, use that on there. So I guess just like putting more zoos in grave. Interesting. So was he trying to use VFD before that was summoned? I'm actually curious. I want to see. Because if he was, then that would obviously explain why he didn't do that. Nope, he waited until after the normal. But he didn't use the effect. Yeah, I definitely think you'd use the effect to get a combo there. And then it's understandable why he held that. Unless if he did get rid of combo, then you'd want to pop it. So I think it was just, yeah, still just misplays on the Zoo player's part that caused him to do that. But he played right. Draw Kieran. He's going to Kieran, target the trap, bring itself out, send the spell, and then send the Nyan. And he's going to use the spell effect. That's going to let him add Lolo and get rid of the spell. And then he's going to use Lulu effect. Like, this deck's just crazy when it starts popping off like this. He's going to send the Kaloon to add the Shishi. And he's thinking if he wants to use Nyan effect. He's not. He's going to bring out Vermilion. On summon Book of Moon. See, that's strong. That's a solid Book of Moon right there. Shishi summon itself out. He's just going to get hit with like VFD again. Nyan summon itself out. I wonder what he's going to crow. Oh. He's just going to admit defeat. I was going to say like he's holding the crow forever. Is he planning just to hit like the Sheen with it? Or what? I think he just knew that like crow plus another book is not stopping the opponent. You're on top deck. You're forced to top deck Ram. So that way you can beat the trap. But then like obviously your opponent's going to have like some type of interruption. It's not like they're going to use all these cards and end on 0 interruptions through a crone book. Or another book I should say. Think he should have Thoroughblade effect. Because again, Ogre's not popular enough to play around. I would only play around like Gamma, Nib, Imperm, Ash. If you have to play around like hand traps. But like the deck just naturally plays around Ash. So, I think that was interesting. Seeing the virtual world deck is really cool. I think this deck needs to be explored more. There's a lot of cool text I've been seeing in it from the replays that have been sent in. A lot of old cards too, and cards you wouldn't really think about. And yeah, just like a lot of unique interactions that will be posted on the channel over the next like couple days or like over the next like week. Well, I mean, I'm going to keep posting this deck because this deck's awesome, and I think it can definitely be a contender in the meta, especially after like a ban list or something. But that's going to be it for the video. Remember, once we hit 9K subs, I'm going to be doing a giveaway, so let's do that. Well, if I hit 9K by the end of the month. So if I hit 9K by the end of the month, doing a giveaway, make sure to subscribe, share, like, comment, the DB Grinder. Oh, see? So close. It was a 64-minute long duel. That was crazy. I almost forgot. But the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day.